3-second press arms, then it is just a matter of seconds. You have to be holding on to him. If he manages to break free, then you will go and he'll stay here. You can't let go. Now you have a decision to make. Do you fight this creature and potentially suffer losses? Do you destroy this station, killing millions of lives, in which case you will be hunted by everyone till the end of your days? Or do you run and just hope this problem doesn't come back to bite you? You guys were flying around the outside of the space station. You went out a maintenance entrance, not meant for normal spaceship traffic, but just to bring equipment in to service the station. You're leaving and you're going around to try to get into one of the ports that are next to the Invictus. Now, the question for everyone is, are you doing anything to prepare? And how close are you intending to get? Are you going to try to fly right into the port where the Invictus is? Are you going to try to fly into a port next to it? So let's just go around the room and hear what everyone's planning.
So Joy goes ahead and calls, hey, everyone come, let's have a team huddle. Let's figure out what our Lego pieces are. So what do we have at our disposal right now?
Okay. Well, we have us. We have Vicky right now, kind of. No, we don't. Yes, we do?
Yes, we do.
Yes, we do. But she's in an AI. No, that's my mom that's in an AI fight. So we don't have my mom.
No, your mom's in, an AI fight with the main computer.
Right.
Your dad's somewhere on the station still?
Yeah. I'm wondering if we can get communication with him. He might be able to help us through this. We have Benny. We have Pam.
And Bubblegum.
And each other.
And each other.
Am I right?
Of course the lizard is trying to be sentimental. Well, I think that one of the assets that we have is apparently your father. I'm new to the group, so I'm not that familiar with him and his role necessarily. But I think that it might be good if we track him down. And I just so happen to have the skills necessary to track him down because I do not have a target for the time being. So I can actually use my bounty hunting skills to target him.
I think that's a great idea.
Obviously not to eliminate him, but there's nothing in the rules of bounty hunting that says I have to kill.
Right. I think finding him is going to be a great asset to us. Hey, Benny, didn't you live here before?
Oh, yeah. I mean, like many a moon ago. Yeah. I mean, it's been a minute. Why?
I'm wondering if you have any knowledge that could be helpful to us about how to fight this creature. If you lived here before, I don't know. I just think that maybe you know something that we don't about this place that could be helpful, because I woke up here after being in a coma, and that's all the time I spent here, except for flight school. And that was just, really secluded. I don't know very much about how long our friends have been here, but it seems like you might have some more knowledge than me about this place.
I could tell you where to get the best falafel and what street vendors, will try to rip you off. I can tell you where some of my friends live. I mean, if we had to hide, I might be able to get someplace, for a little bit. I mean, what do I got? What do I got to work with? Come on, think, Benny. Think. Hey, wait a minute. So these Drow are they're all over the station, right? I mean, they're hunting us. They're sending in people and things like that. There's got to be some sort of other angle, because I don't see how we're gonna fight our way past battleships and troops and bounty hunters and all that stuff. Listen, I have this friend. Oh man, I don't want to. I don't want to call him. I don't want to, but he might be able to help us out. It might be like a different angle to take. He's kind of this sleazeball lawyer. Maybe there's some sort of a legal angle we can take.
Hey, Benny. How many credits do you have right now?
Oh, like on me? I got like 5 credits on me and like a credit stick.
Do you want 5,000 credits? 7.
Well, you're bribing me to call my friend? Yeah.
Is that what it's going to take to get you to call your friend, or are you just going to do it?
Well, hey, is that what you think Benny is? You think Benny is just about money?
Yes.
No.
You hurt me, you little short green one. You've seen me. I've been in this
You
fight.
asked a question. I was just answering honestly.
I've been in this fight.
Am I supposed to lie?
Paying me.
Am I supposed to lie?
Well, Benny, here's the thing.
Yes,
is
you don't have to be honest with. When did I say be honest with me?
You're a man of high moral character and excellent stamina, and your
And
personal
handsome. I'm
hygiene is
handsome.
impeccable.
Yeah, thank you.
And the way you change your belt is stunning.
My gosh.
That last one got a little weird, but I'm gonna take it. I don't care.
No, Benny.
Benny,
Yeah.
look, I know that you and I did not start off on the right foot, but maybe Ash is going in a good direction. You said that your friend... Lawyers can be bought. You said he's somewhat sleazy, so why not? We could bribe him. I have 5,000 credits of my own that I could contribute to paying him. I trust you. But if you have this contact that we could potentially bribe to help us at least keep the Drow at bay while we figure out what's going on with this creature, that might be a good thing.
Listen. I didn't say I wasn't gonna do it. I just said I hated the idea of doing it. There's the price is more than you guys would understand, but we don't have time. Let me get to the comms. Let me go just to. Yeah, I'll make the call. You guys do what you're gonna do. I'll work things from my angle.
Hey, Benny. Thank you. We're going to get you that spaceship. I promise.
Yeah.
You deserve it.
I'll talk to you in a minute.
And Benny, don't worry. I'll help you get back on your feet again after dealing with this dude.
Yeah. There's more to the story. It doesn't matter. We don't have time. It's a long story. You don't need to hear about Benny's life up to this point. It's been a twisted little road.
Would knowing this story help us fight this thing, Benny?
No. But you'll find out soon enough. Benny out. And he shuts off the comm.
Goblina kind of scratches behind her ear and she goes, "Oh, it was a rhetorical question. He didn't. Okay.
It's okay, Goblina.
Let me write that down.
We still love you.
He wasn't asking me what I thought. Okay. Oh, okay. I'm stupid.
Tybar's gonna lean over to the doctor, because the doctor's back there with us, right?
Yeah, we have Henshaw too.
And Doc, we need to know anything else about this monster that you can tell us. What's gonna happen? Anything.
All right. So, it's on its last day of its feeding cycle, but it's also it's past its time to spawn, right? I'm not exactly sure what that looks like. I mean, I've read records of other people's accounts, and entire civilizations were gone, and after this event, and so I'm worried about that. If we can somehow slow it down, stop it from just feeding and feeding on whoever it would here, then maybe it won't have enough energy to spawn. Maybe we can wait it out, because once it reaches its time, it's 23 days that it has to feed. It just goes dormant, right? And I know what you're thinking, like, we'll destroy the body. We'll burn it. You know how many times I've burned it? I've put it inside reactors and I've destroyed it on an atomic level, and the thing comes back. It is some sort of energy within the creature that corrupts another host, and the whole thing starts again. Now, what else about it? I've extended my life artificially. I've lived most of it in one pod to the next, just waiting to fight this creature again, to keep it from consuming entire civilizations. And I've managed to, at great cost, and to my great shame, nobody knows what happened to the planet that used to be here. And all of a sudden, there was the Absalom Station.
The goddess Illuminara teaches us that we should use light to purge the darkness, because in the presence of light, darkness withers. You said this thing has to feed. If we were to, I don't know, like break off the part of the station that it's in, isolate it so it can't hurt all the people, and then just wait it out until it starves to death, is that something that could work?
Well, yeah, the entire station was originally designed as a prison to keep it in stasis, and if it were to ever get out, the people who lived here were the guards who were dedicated towards running and maintaining it and trying to develop technologies that would possibly destroy it. But over the years, people had just forgotten. Things become fairy tales. Technology gets lost, and people didn't even know why the Star Stone was there. I'm telling you, I was there when the decision was made to destroy the planet. And they did that to try to stop the creature. And the creature came back, and then this time they made the station. And it worked for a while. It housed it, but now it's free. The thing that holds it, even if we beat it back and put it in it, its containment has been destroyed by that bounty hunter who was trying to cover the tracks. So, what else can I tell you about it? I'm designing a suit of armor that would give us a chance, because the thing can rip through normal steel. It's incredibly strong. It just regenerates ridiculously fast. Just ridiculously. And it's eaten so many hearts, so many brains, so many heads. I don't know if we can ever permanently kill it. So, and it took so long to create that chamber, to isolate it. I don't see how we could possibly build something in time. But if we stop it, we can have 23 years.
Well, Doc, you said you had a suit of armor. I really like armor. Put me in that. I'll give you time.
No, well, I've designed it. I have people. That's where you got to bring me to. I gotta finalize the design specs, and I've been talking to engineers. Like I said, it's really cutting edge. They've nicknamed the project because it is so advanced, and we've borrowed technology from all civilizations. We're calling it the bleeding edge.
Wait, do we have those plans?
We do.
If I remember correctly, that is one of the reasons why the Drow sent us after you.
We might have the bleeding edge plans, yeah. I was gonna ask Doc, so we can't rebuild any sort of containment unit for it? We can't repair the one it broke out of?
This is the last day, and that bounty hunter destroyed the level. She put some explosives and I guess to try to cover the tracks that you guys weren't really dead, but it damaged that system. I mean, I'd have to survey the damage, try to find those parts. I'm not an I know some about engineering. Yes, I am a scientist in a way. I have doctorate degrees, but it would take someone smarter than me to be able to rebuild that. It took the greatest minds to create it in the first place.
So all we got to do is hit it hard enough to make it go back to sleep, and then the doc here can make another containment unit.
I would have 23 years to do so, yes.
That's perfect. That's 23 more years than we have right now.
You just want to put on the big suit of armor.
Yes, I want to put on the big suit of armor.
And Vicky says, just to remind you, the bleeding edge armor was agreed to be yours once again, to be given back to us. But it was being returned to the shipyards to which you first purchased me when our adventure began. we experienced damage when we were attacked by those creatures in the asteroid belt. And then we decided to do repairs here because I couldn't make it to the shipyards and had the funds transferred here. So we have, theoretically, if she kept her word, or was able to before she was killed, have the bleeding edge armor. But it's not on this planet, or not on this space station.
So, Doc, you have a half-completed version of this bleeding edge armor. You have it that they're working on?
Oh no, they're just assembling the components now, miss. They're putting the pieces together. Many things are being custom made for it. It's really it's at great expense to a lot of people who believe, who this knowledge has been passed down from generation to generation. But there are many who just want to steal the plans. There are like the Drow, for example. They are obsessed. They think it's some sort of a weapon, and that it'll be used against them. It is a weapon, but my God, it's a weapon for all of us. I'm not trying to start a war. I'm trying to survive.
Okay. Tybar's gonna talk to Vicky. Hey, Vicky, do you think I can call the armor again? Because it was traced to me, right?
Mm-hmm. The exact function of the armor is unclear. It did seem to have some sort of a connection where it rejected anyone who's not on this crew and then seemed to try to mold itself to everyone who's in the crew.
Everybody join hands. Goblina, this is your time to pray. We're going to pray to the armor.
You want to hold my hand?
You want to pray to armor.
This is so sudden. I don't know if I'm ready for this.
And Tybar just reaches down and grabs her hand. Joy, get in here. Vidrion.
Vidrion just smirks as he sees the two of them flirting.
Goblina, you need to pray. Pray like you've never prayed before and get the bleeding edge here.
Okay. I can do it. Remember your training. Where's my pamphlet? Oh, I don't have my
you got to hold her hands.
Okay.
I believe in you, Goblina. You have the words in your heart.
Tybar, I don't want you to put that suit of armor on. I don't want you to fight this thing. I don't want you to die. You're my brother. You saved my life. I don't know how I feel about all this, you guys.
Ash, I won't die.
No, okay.
We've been through worse.
Yeah,
I can handle a flesh-eating monster.
Oh, okay.
For what it's worth, I haven't known you all for very long. But one thing that the doctor said was that this is one of the greatest sources of darkness. Tybar, you are a source of light. You are a source of goodness. If anyone can defeat this, I think it will be you.
Scratches his head. Well, I'm definitely a source of toenails.
Yeah, you did survive Nick's room, so I guess maybe you'll be okay.
Anyways, Captain, what do you think about that? Well, if we all pray to the armor, the bleeding edge, and get it here, I can put it on, and Vidrion can go off and find Ash's dad, and I punch it a lot. I don't know. I'm not good with plans, guys.
I don't want you punching it by yourself. We need to have somebody else to back up to help you.
He's going to look over at Bubblegum. Hey, big guy.
Goblina steps forward and says, "You have my shield."
You can be the healer.
And Tybar says like, "Oh, you're so cute."
Bubblegum goes, "Yeah, I started this fight with you. I'm there to the end."
Okay, so we've got, and then...
Doctor, do we just have to hold him out for the last day, or do we have to actually contain him somehow?
No. If we can, he only has a certain amount of time, and right now he's feeding and feeding and feeding. We're trying to save those people, and we're trying to keep him from getting to the point, because he's trying to make him regenerate, make him worry about killing us, so he don't spawn more of his own kind. That's what we're trying to do.
so we need to get in somewhere. But me and Bubble Gum in where that thing is, and we'll hold him off the best we can until we can get the bleeding edge in. And then the rest of you guys figure out where Ash's dad is and get whoever else that might be able to help.
He could probably totally help build that containment center, and he might know something that we don't about this creature. My dad's a pretty smart dude. Can we look for him?
Wait a second. Doc, you said something about corrupting people. Does this thing corrupt people? Or just eat people?
No, I mean, it takes part of them and makes it part of themselves, so it corrupts them in that way. And there's some sort of how it doesn't like mate, like, you know, like you'd think like a normal species would. Its description doesn't make sense. It creates more of itself somehow in some sort of an asexual process, and it was supposed to be so revolting that they said they wouldn't describe it in text in certain cultures, and so I have very little to go on there. But I know when it happens, it multiplies so quickly, it consumes everything, all the life on that planet, or in this case, the space station, and it tries before its 23 days are up to seed other worlds and other places. There are whole civilizations that have been wiped out because this thing has consumed them and made it part of itself.
Well, Captain, what do you think? What should we do here?
I want to go find my dad. I'm not the captain.
Then Vicky goes, we have an incoming message. I believe our mother is trying to contact us, Ashra.
Oh, no.
And she turns on the comm. Yeah, listen, I have some news I thought I would share with you. I've been able to decode a little bit more of the message that was on board the bleeding edge armor.
Okay.
It's come into a little bit more time sync. It's one of the things I'm working. Hold on. Yeah, sorry, the AI was trying to kill me again. All right, so, and so it plays. She plays the message, and it goes, you know, and it's garbled, it's staticky, but it goes, Dad, don't go to the Absalom Station. That situation, you know, will have to be handled. It's where I lose you. If you go to the Absalom Station, you will die. Do you understand me? You will die. What you have to do in order to defeat the creature is...
Well, I mean, it's too late to not go.
End of the message.
I'm already here. Wish she would have told me that sooner.
That's gonna help Ash's anxiety.
It'll be fine.
Ash starts pacing. I need to. Pam, can I fly the ship, please, right now?
Pam is in the middle with Benny, and she let you fly the ship last time, so you can, it's not up on the screen.
I'm going to shove past everybody, and I'm just going to go do loop-de-loops. Good.
Oh, you are flying.
Good. I don't like this. I don't like this one bit.
Captain, we can't do anything until you give us the go-ahead. What do you feel like we're going to do?
I feel like we don't have all our Lego pieces yet. I really want to talk to Ash's dad. But I also think that maybe we have a bunch of bounty hunters after us. What if we gathered them up, hog-tied them, and left kind of like a breadcrumb trail for the guy to lead him away?
I like it. What if I got a better idea. Let me go get the bounty hunters. And I'll run away like I'm scared of them, but I'm not. And I'll go running right towards the thing, the monster.
I don't like that plan. That puts you here, monsters here, bounty hunters here, and you're like this dead sandwich. I don't like it.
Yeah, how are you going to get out of the dead sandwich?
Uh-oh.
Ash, what's that?
Is that the bleeding edge kit? Vicky, what is that?
I am no longer a ship. I do not have external sensors.
Vicky, what is that?
Maybe you should look on the ship's screen.
I look on the ship's screen. What is that thing?
And you don't see anything, but you get this proximity alert. You're looking out the window, you don't see anything, and then all of a sudden, your ship is impacted heavily. Something has rammed it from the top, and you could see part of the roof cave in, and you're starting to vent atmosphere a little bit. And still, once again, proximity alert.
Okay, we need to land the ship.
I'm gonna freaking land the ship. Land the ship, roll good. Ah!
How do you always bounce it out?
29, and I don't even have bouncy dice, but my dice.
Did you just try to roll a dice and fail?
Yes.
I rolled a 29. That's, I hope, not a failure at piloting.
No, like you failed to get it in the dice tray.
Yes, I did fail to get it in the dice tray. I'm doing a Jane Austen, by the way. Woohoo!
The other whatever's coming at you.
Oh, is it that guy again?
And then Vicky goes, well, I'll venture a guess. We have no definitive sensor readings, but we did have a proximity alert. I'm saying a cloak ship had rammed us, perhaps even tried to dock with us. I think you've managed to shake them off, at least for now. So whether you know it or not, we're in a dogfight.
Great.
I think it's time to land the ship.
I did land the ship.
No, you got away. How?
These dice are...
I don't know how she does it.
I got a dirty 20 to land the ship.
Perhaps we could make dice trays with like a higher wall for her.
Shut up.
I think we just need one of those dice rollers.
There's some weapon fire that happens around the ship, and it just happens that they...
I mean, it's Pam's ship. It's not my ship, so it's okay.
Okay, 8 points of damage to the ship, and the ship was already banged up from the noisy cricket blowing its aft section off. So now...
Oh, my fault.
Yeah.
It's fine.
So now you're gonna have to roll again to see if you can land the ship with the damage.
Oh, bother.
Now you're gonna have to do it with a 25.
I don't know which dice to pick. I have a problem. Okay. Be good.
If you roll 25 or above, you roll it without any additional damage. If you roll a 20, you guys land, but you basically total, and I'm just going to take some impact. Everyone is going to take some impact damage. If you get below a 20, the ship explodes in the hangar, and there's going to be a lot more damage.
Oh, I should just use the 20 token. I should just no.
Okay,
This
tried.
is Ash's dice. I bought this dice specifically for her. It's going to be nice. And it stayed in the tray.
This helps count.
26. Woo!
Oh my gosh.
You managed to land it. The plates are sliding on the... So you've made it to the station.
Okay.
Nice job, Ash. Great
Always.
parking job as usual.
She is a master pilot, not a master lander.
Hey, Mom. Mom, are you still there?
Yes, I am.
Mom, would it be possible for you to get communication out to Dad to come to our location?
Yes. Okay, I've located him. He's in an old laboratory that was part of when, well, him and the other me worked on the station. So she almost sounded jealous of herself.
Wait, above table really quick, guys. Do you think Vicky and Synthetic Mom can merge together to take over Absalom Station?
That would be pretty cool.
That would be
Hey,
pretty cool.
Joy, you're smart. Why don't you ask Vicky that? Because Tybar's not smart enough for that.
Hey, Mom, once you kill this AI, which I know you're gonna do in 30 seconds or so, would it be possible to lock down a big chunk of this station so that creature couldn't get through to keep feeding?
Well, the problem is I've already tried that to a point.
Mm-hmm.
It's strong enough that it can rip through pretty much any barrier I can put in front of it.
Okay.
Or at least if it can't take down the barrier, it can rip down the wall that's next to the barrier. Because I
Okay.
closed blast doors, then it's ripped through maintenance tunnels.
Okay. Well, do you have control of the station right now or no?
I have partial control. I'm still fighting this AI. It's particularly elusive. I think I'm okay for a moment, and it pops out of some subsystem and tries to kill me again. It's extremely vindictive.
I mean, you're trying to kill it too.
Would adding Vicky's power help?
Powered. Unfortunately, Vicky that you're referring to is powered down in the Invictus. You have a copy inside the body. It's a lesser version of Vicky. It's a scaled down version.
So that wouldn't be helpful.
Not really. And even if I did manage to merge with Vicky, basically what would happen at the end is the stronger of the two personalities would continue to exist and the other one would fade into nothing. So in other words, I would either, not intentionally, I would either kill Vicky or Vicky would kill me.
I saw this in an Earth episode. The two personalities drove each other mad.
Yeah. I think I saw that one too. Mom, can you send out, okay, so you sent a message to Dad and he's with other you or whatever, or where he was with other, whatever. He's on his way here now?
Well, you told me, you asked, can I send a message to Dad? And I said yes, but then you never told me what message to send.
Tell him his little girl's having an emergency and she needs her daddy. Please, right now. Hurry, run. And then tell him where we're at.
And also, Mom, could you tell me where he's at and I can start heading his way? Make sure he gets here safe.
Yes, I'll display the map of his location up on the comm.
And can you show us where the monster is?
I seem to be unable to track it. Its last known location, though, is one deck below where your father is.
Well, that answers that question, guys.
So we need to go to Dad. We need to meet him in the middle.
Let's get moving.
Maybe you can tell him to meet one deck up from where he's currently at.
I think your mom can just send him our location too. And
I mean, that would make sense. I'm just saying if we try to meet in the middle, one deck above
yes,
the monsters, two decks, we can hopefully collect some bounty hunters on the way.
But didn't she say that he was in a lab of some kind? Yes. And don't we need some sort of technology to help us? So maybe him leaving his current location is not ideal.
Maybe you're smarter than we are.
Also, do you happen to belong to a bounty hunters guild? Can you contact the other bounty hunters?
Tell them you found us.
Or maybe we do the honorable approach and tell them what's actually going on and enlist their helps willingly.
All right,
It is true
fine.
because everybody who knows that I was involved with you is dead.
why don't you do that? Then you could be useful and not shoot somebody. What? Are you part chicken?
I can't chirp like an otter, okay? No, I was trying to chirp like an otter.
It's the Twilight bark, but bad.
All right, so what are we doing?
So I at least am going to go start heading towards the lab of the dad.
We all are because we don't split the party.
We don't split the party.
So what am I telling the bounty hunters?
Just tell them what's going
The
on. Tell them
truth.
the situation, that there's a thing killing civilians inside, and maybe make up some sort of bounty that, whoever kills it first. Oh, I was going to say no.
That's the death music.
Bubblegum Vidrion,
Yep.
Goblina, and he puts Goblina on his shoulders.
Bubble Lung, can I have a piggyback ride too?
Let's do our thing. When the DM is ready, I can make the call.
You guys. Can we cut off pieces of Chanterelle and feed them to the monster?
Let's feed him to the bounty hunters. It'll be fine.
Why don't we just cut her up?
Well, I'm just saying if Chanterelle's poisonous,
The goblin
right?
came out in that one.
So what if the monster, like, she's poisonous, the monster eats part of her, won't the monster become like...
The monster eats things that it likes.
I know, but what if it likes poisonous things? No, I didn't mean it like that.
I don't think we have time to figure this out. I think what we have to do is go to your dad, and then I punch the thing. A lot.
Why do you want to punch the thing so bad?
Because...
Oh, okay, Mr. Honorable.
In any case, it might be best if you're not talking while I make this call.
Oh, true.
Do the bounty hunter call, and then...
This is Vitrion Lutre of the Bounty Hunting Guild. I have just received word that there is a creature running amok one level below my current location. I am transmitting my location. On the level below me, there is a large bounty that is currently needing to be taken in. I repeat, I cannot handle this alone, and I am currently in pursuit of the crew of the Invictus. I need somebody to please go down and take care of that creature, because there also is a bounty associated with it. Vidrion out.
Tybar just starts roaring in the background. Sell it.
Hurry!
It's terrible.
And then your little comm starts going off.
This is Vidrion.
Hey, this is dispatch. We don't have any bounty out on any sort of a creature. I'm not sure who made that call. If that's Vidrion, please give us the account number of the bounty in escrow. Otherwise, no bounty hunters are going to be dispatched.
Well, as it just so happens, shoot at me. As it just so happens, I'm currently under fire from the crew of the Invictus that is guilty of murdering the family Zarzaher. I need
You
assistance.
filthy furry, get over here.
Whatever assistance you can send. I need...
Oh, the blood! Oh, that was so good.
If there's no money involved, I'm not coming. Yeah, I'm not coming either. Who's this guy getting on the radio? Yeah, go yourself.
I have Dr. Henshaw. Help me, and you can have him.
Wait.
Tell him you'll give him some credits.
Wait.
They want
Give me that
credits.
thing. I got an idea.
No, oh gosh. Do you even know how to work that thing?
Huh? How do you work it?
Oh my god.
Do I press this button here?
As someone gets back on the radio, goes, oh, wait a minute. All right, it's just come through now. Yeah, someone put up a rather large bounty for this creature. So, all right, yeah, okay. Dispatch anyone that's in the area. We have a 20,000 credit bounty for each and everyone who engages the creature, and anyone that takes it down, there is an additional 50,000 bonus for that particular person.
Mom, do you really have that many credits?
I didn't do that, sweetie.
Ooh.
And then Vicky, before you ask me, I also was not involved.
Bar, what buttons did you push on that comm?
And he presses one and does that feedback noise. That one. Here you go.
Maybe it's a blessing from the goddess for our righteousness.
Okay, let's go punch things, guys.
Benny, was this your doing?
You see Benny putting a tablet or phone thing back in his pocket. Listen, guys, we got to get going. And and all of a sudden, as you open the door, there are figures there waiting. And so now we're not rolling for initiative. So everyone has to decide what they're going to do and then roll for it. Don't tell me what the roll is, what you got, but have your thing, and then I'll tell you what you need to accomplish that. Like you said, I'm shooting them, then I'll tell you needed to accomplish this, then you can tell me whether you hit or not. When you open the door, what you see is there's a bounty hunter right in front of you, and she has some sort of mechanized scorpion tail attached to her. There's the bounty hunter before that had the razor wings that got away, that flew up into the air duct. And there's at least one more. There's a sniper that's around the corner, and they're getting ready to engage you.
So I actually have line of sight on the sniper.
Should we try and take them out, or should we try and talk them into helping us?
Talk them into helping us.
I think maybe we should use the fact that the bounty out for this creature is bigger and everybody can take part in that pot, and then they can have us. Just help us kill this creature and then you can have us.
Right, Joy?
Yes.
Okay.
Do you want to try to get...
Yeah, who has the highest like persuasion-y skills? It's not Ash.
I have a plus 15 for diplomacy.
Bananas.
So why don't these two try to smooth talk them, and then if you two can't smooth talk them, I'm just rushing them.
I was thinking if we can't smooth talk them, I might try and like hog tie the one that's right next to me with the scorpion tail, because I have some stuff I could
You're
do.
not there.
We're gonna do to see who goes first, the bad guys or the good guys, and I'll take turns each time when we do initiative for somebody to roll a group initiative. So I'm gonna have Carrie do it, and then it'll be Buddy after that, and so on. So what is your initiative? So I got a 16, and you got a
19.
19. Okay, so you guys are going first on initiative.
Okay, well, I'm just going to immediately put my hands up like, don't shoot. Somebody talk.
I'm letting these two go first before I do anything.
Talk, David.
I'm rolling my diplomacy check.
So we got a diplomacy check.
No,
He's doing it as a group, and I just put my hands up.
Okay,
I'm
so
speaking on
We
behalf
your
of
just-
the
action,
group.
you're
we
doing
don't want to be
speaking.
shot, yeah.
And what is everybody else doing for this?
I'm gonna use my bodyguard feat. It'll basically, I put myself in front of the group with my shield. Everyone gets a +2 AC.
I'm standing off to the side for cover and just readying an attack.
Am I out front?
I'm
I can't
approaching
see.
them.
Yes, you're right next to me. And I'm right at the entrance.
It's really hard for me to keep this microphone around.
So I rolled a 28. Look, I know that there's a bounty on this crew, but that bounty on that creature is going to be far more valuable. We need your help to take down that creature. If you let us go this one time and you go take down the creature, maybe the four of us can end up taking down this crew together.
Hey, Berneri, weren't you supposed to be the ones taking these people in? They end up taking you hostage? You're a crack bounty hunter, I see there.
No. We're not. He didn't take us hostage.
No. You hostage, or your Stockholm syndrome, or whatever. What I'm trying to say is, what the heck? You were supposed to take these people in, and now you're one of them?
Listen to me. You and I both know that the guild does not mess around. And you also know that Breneri, we are naturally persuasive individuals. So you think that I'm their hostage? No. I've merely convinced them to play right into my hands. They're not the ones pulling the strings here. And so I need you to turn around, go take out that creature, and I will continue to move them exactly to where I need them to be.
Bluff check.
19.
19 as well, so let's do it again.
Roll off.
I got a 14.
15.
Oh, guys, we're barely skating through.
Listen, we'll hang back, right? But we're not going to be too far. Because, listen, if we're doing this for you, we're splitting this bounty, all right? Beware. There's one particular bounty hunter that's after just one of the group you're with there. He's a real a-hole, if you know what I mean. I would watch your back. He doesn't care who he kills as long as he gets his target.
Thank you for the warning.
Yeah, he's notoriously hard to kill, too.
Now go get that bounty.
And they go, yeah, we'll hang back a little bit. We'll see how it goes. There's a lot of people closing in on that one, and I like to finish one contract before I start another. Besides, various life readings of our fellow bounty hunters seem to be going offline. Whatever they're hunting, they don't seem to be doing too well.
So you're a coward.
I go where the money is.
So after hearing all this, Tybar's gonna be like furious at Vidrion over here. I thought we were friends. I need to go punch something, and he's just gonna walk right between them. Fine, if you guys aren't gonna punch the thing, I'm gonna go punch the thing.
Determined to martyr himself. I don't like that plan.
I mean,
Come on, guys.
I'm rolling. Shh.
And then she kind of takes out like a little vial. This is totally non-lethal, but it's potent enough.
I don't want that thing to kill us, but Tybar's my brother, and I can't let him die. I'm in.
And Tyber's my work acquaintance, and I can't let anything happen to him.
It's okay to call him your boyfriend, Goblina. We all know.
Captain, did you understand what I was doing?
Absolutely.
Tybar, get over here.
I'm punching the thing. I'm trying to open the door.
You don't even know how to open the door. Mom, don't open the door.
Mom, open the door.
No.
Up behind Tybar.
Mom, open the door.
No, Mom.
Mom, open
I
the
walk
door.
up behind Tybar and I just jump on his back. I'm hugging you and I'm like, Tybar, it was a bluff. I had to talk our way out of that.
I don't care how buff you are, okay?
Oh my God.
I'm buffer than you.
Well, my brain is buffer than yours, so... Tybar.
We're not talking about brain.
Okay, guys, as your captain, we need to go take care of business.
Let's go.
We're running out of time.
I'm trying.
The universe is at stake.
Hey, Vicky, Vicky, do you have an ETA on that bleeding edge? We prayed really hard.
Oh yeah, did you want me to roll for how effective her prayer was?
No, that's okay.
So, hey, Pam. Is Pam with us? I really hope Pam's with us. Well, I don't know if it's gonna work. We'll see.
I don't think we sent her in.
Come on, it's funny.
We're sending her in.
I don't think it's gonna work the way you think it's gonna work.
I think it's gonna be entertaining. And that's what matters. Views, guys. I'm not above getting good views.
Oh, she's got that streamer brain already.
Pam, you know how you have a certain skill set?
What has Benny told you?
We just know you have a certain skill set, and
She does smell real good.
Do you want to go talk about it over here?
I know I'm okay.
Yes, please.
Did you feel... I could feel those goosebumps on her arm.
I'm wondering if you can help us with your certain skill set with this monster. Okay. Let's help the monster. Let's wow, words are really hard right now. Joy, help me.
The way you describe the monster, I don't know if I want to help him.
What is she gonna do? Smell good at him? I can punch him.
Yes.
She's gonna smell good at him and distract him so you don't freaking die.
Okay.
But it doesn't reproduce in that way.
So it's like
She's magical.
so it's
She's
like
got
she
magic
holds
juice.
him and I punch.
I don't like this plan. When Tybar smells her, he thinks about lewd things like holding hands without gloves and stuff like that.
Only your hand, Goblina.
No, I'm just saying it could be a really helpful distraction while you two clock the sucker and it goes, oh, pretty girl, and then falls over. I don't
what
know.
I was saying. She holds it, I punch.
So cute.
Okay, so we're in agreement.
Good, great. Okay, Pam, let's go do your thing. Cue Scooby-Doo music to go find the monster, and we're gonna all run
we're
around
finding
in a
your dad
montage.
first.
Okay, cue Scooby-Doo music to go find my dad while we dodge the monster, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hans?
I've already moved the figs to your dad's.
But, Gary, play the music, please!
No, we did a jump cut.
Scooby-Dooby-Doo. I'll sing it, it'll be bad.
We got some work to do now.
Come on, Scooby-Doo.
I couldn't use the actual Scooby-Doo music because of copyright, so I found something that was the closest to it, And so if you want the Scooby-Doo music, this is what you got.
We're searching. Not that way, there's the monster! Go the other way! Did anybody take off the mask yet?
Okay, that's your searching music.
Thank you so
You
much.
could take all the clips of us dancing and make a really good short out of
It
that.
really
That
would
could
be a
really
fun
good
short.
Just don't use the part where I was doing this.
That's how it's going to start, Aaron. That's how it's going to start. I'm going to zoom in.
Dad.
Oh, sweetheart. Oh, thank God. And he runs over and he gives you this big hug, and you can smell his Old Spice, which is very comforting. It's not like mint and leather. It's more like comfort, protection. And so you remember his Old Spice.
Sidebar just kind of reaches around Dad and Ash and gives them both a hug. I missed you.
Ash is in the middle and she just tries to hug both of them, but she's too small to get like halfway around Tybart. Okay, our family's all here now. Don't ask me
Vitrion
about
goes-
Mom. You're
Vitrion
not here.
goes up
Go away.
behind Tybar and just hugs him.
It's awkward now. There's
Just
a handful
pushes
of
you
fur.
back.
Goblina has like a little tear. She's like, family is so beautiful.
So Bubblegum wants in the room. So he picks Tybar, your dad, you, and you feel yourself. Everybody just kind of gets scooted over a bit, and then he comes in the room.
Oh, sorry, we didn't make room for you, big guy.
Hi, Bubblegum. Dad, this is Bubblegum. Bubblegum, this is my daddy. And he just barely got better. He was like dying, but now he's better. My mom's evil, and so now I have this weird like AI mom, and she's just gonna keep rambling and rambling. Buddy
Ash,
ran out of stuff to say, but she's just gonna
focus.
keep.
Ash.
Oh, right. Okay, sorry. Hi.
Listen, sweetheart, I got a lot of stuff to tell you guys. I've made a lot of progress. So, anyways, the blink drive, it wasn't aligned correctly. We weren't using it correctly. There was a lot of damage to it. I started with just repairing what was there before I tried to reverse engineer and figure out how it worked. And I've come to understand this thing a lot more. It is incredibly complex, but I think I've got it fixed. I've made it smaller, and I can somewhat aim it, but it's not exactly what you think it is. The drift, it goes into a plane that doesn't have material or substance or anything like that when we enter the drift normally. And what's in there has been dragged in by people being in proximity to meteorites, space dust, and things like that. That's the only thing that's in the drift is things that get dragged in more and more. It's getting polluted with like junk from our realm. But there was still space and time, even though there wasn't matter. But this thing is punching a hole in reality. And what it is doing, it is making us so we temporarily don't exist, and then it's recreating us in another place. And when that happens, just like in the drift, it's pulling possibilities, like if you ever had a decision, were you going to go to the movies today, or were you going to stay home? And if you stayed home, you didn't meet the love of your life. But if you went, you met the love of your life. Because some decisions don't make a difference. But that decision, one possibility can get pulled in there. And so it changes the outcome. So every time we use it, we're limiting our possibilities. Remember Schrodinger's cat? Remember me telling you that experiment?
It's either alive or dead, and it's alive.
But in quantum state, it is both alive and dead until we observe it, right? And all these possibilities, whether someone is going to cheat on their spouse, whether someone is going to lie, whether someone is going to wear the red dress or the blue dress. These are all possibilities until they make that decision, and then it's not anymore. This is removing some of those possibilities randomly, and it's resetting part of our universe.
Sir, this is all extremely fascinating. Could we, in theory, use this to banish an evil entity for all time and eternity in a place where it can't destroy things?
Well, null space doesn't really exist. So this is going to be weird. If you were to take a knife and you were to dip it in water, when you pull out, it is coated in water because of surface tension. So when you went into the null space, you brought a little bit of reality around you. But other than that, there is nothing. So if this creature is feeding off of life or wherever it gets its energy from, the only reality is what we bring there, what little reality, and would probably leave a little bit, but there's no way for it to get out. We've put it in a place that doesn't exist with an incredibly small amount of reality.
We could send the creature there?
Okay, guys, how do we get a creature on some sort of vessel that we can install the blink drive into?
Listen, the blink drive, like I said, I've miniaturized it. This thing doesn't seem to have a limit as far as I can understand. Like, originally you said it transported an entire giant, battleship. I'm telling you, if I were to hook this up to the space station, I could put the entire space station into the null right now if I had sufficient power.
All we have to do is get the civilians off, and then the station itself can be moved into the null space.
There's no frickin' way.
2 million civilians.
Dad.
They'll have to run.
Pam, we owe you and Benny a ship now. Why don't we use that piece of the ship? It's wrecked, but it's a ship. Will that work?
Listen, I can tune this thing to be indiscriminate, to be a certain area, to be anything that's touching a particular object. There's all kinds of different ways I can set this thing. So here's a couple different ways you could use it for that. And I'm not telling you to do any of these, right? Yes, you could put it aboard a ship, fly it off to space station, and then I can have it automatically bring that to the null area. As long as this creature isn't intelligent enough to figure out how to bring itself back. I mean, it'd have to be rigged with some sort of a self-destruct. I could bring the entire station. I can also tell it to do connected living tissue. It sounds weird, but I can just teleport people, or teleport, or dissolve, or Schrodinger's cat them, put them in the bottom, whatever you want to call how this thing works. It's hard for me to describe because it's not like anything I've seen before.
What do you need from us to do that?
See, the whole thing is it takes a minute to align to like the station or the ship or the life form. So unfortunately, that would require a little bit of sacrifice. Because if somebody had this, I could attune it to them, and then whatever other living tissue they're holding onto would go with them. So I could put this, say, as a backpack, and then if somebody ran up and, say, grabbed a hold of the creature, them and the creature and not the space station would go.
So what you're saying is I can punch
No.
it into oblivion.
No, see, that's exactly what we knew you were going to say, and that's why we're not doing that plan.
Henshaw. Don't look at me like that, Joy. Gotta save my
Hang on. Why don't...
May I speak with you in the hallway?
Yes.
So while you're speaking in the hallway, Ash is gonna go up to Tybar and start smacking him in the stomach because she can't reach his chest. You don't do this. You did this for me once. And you're not gonna do it again. You're my brother, and I can't live without you. Dang it! No.
Joy,
Yes.
unfortunately, I think that this does leave us with only one choice. And there are only a couple members of this party that are capable of holding their own with this creature for long enough to send it into the null. You know it has to be done.
Hey, pardon me, coming through. Hi, everyone. Hey, Benny, you're looking good. Hey, the name's Saul. Yeah, nice to meet you. Yep. Here you go. Here's my card.
So was a Complina.
Did we have the same brain cell?
Listen, Benny. It doesn't matter. Okay, we're gonna have to get our story straight. All right? So first off, you're just gonna have to keep saying this to yourself over and over again, right? So I'm gonna give you some pills, and I'm gonna coach you with this machine on how to pass the lie detector tests. But you're gonna have to keep telling yourself you didn't kill those Drow. Right, you're gonna have to really believe it, right? And we're gonna have to get that story straight.
No problem,
right?
Sal.
Yeah,
we got this.
Yeah. We'll have to come up with something like they were already dead when you got there, or something, or a rival gang showed up, or something like that. So why don't you tell me is there any evidence of you doing this that I have to worry about and contend with?
Hey, so there is a big piece of evidence eating people in the station right now that I need to go take care of.
What the heck are you talking about? Listen, I'm part of your legal defense. I don't do Bigfoot stories here. Listen, I was brought in because like you were supposedly like killed a bunch of Drow, right? And here's the deal. If you guys were like, say like citizens of the space station, life would be completely different, right? But these Drow are demanding extradition.
So let me stop you right there. We are citizens of the spaceship station.
Oh, God, you said that so believable. Now, on the stand, I need you to sound just like that.
No, but it's the truth.
Of course it is. Listen, I'm your lawyer. Of course it is. I'm, you know.
Joy's going to pull up her little tablet, type in the whole William Pratt's will and testament that gave us property.
And so he pulls up and he checks his records. He's like, huh. Sorry, I'm not used to people telling me the truth, right? So, so sorry about that. All right, let's rewind a little bit. Okay. Listen, so I'm gonna make a case then, right, where you guys are gonna want to be tried here first. Right, and so there's an extradition policy that the people on the Absalom Station who are citizens. If you're a landowner, you're a citizen, right? You get it? Yeah, I mean it's like the old-fashioned. Well, it doesn't matter. So, anyways, so even though it's just a little small apartment, and that counts. You guys like own it. So they can't just send you off. A court here has to at least find it plausible that you committed those crimes before they consider extradition. And they might even consider detaining you here instead. They don't like people, their citizens, getting exported to these off-world black ops site and never seen again, or executed or whatever. So yeah. So I can work with this. It's not going to be a problem, Benny. And so you're picking this up, right? And Benny shakes. He's like, Yeah. Did you tell anyone I was here? Listen, I'm sorry, kid. Yeah. I got your call and the next call I made. How long do I have? Not long. All right, man. It's cool. I know you had to do that. It's fine. And then Pam's like, what was he talking about? What's going on? Listen, sweetie, don't worry. Oh, sweetie, it's been a long time since you called me that. Oh, listen, yeah, things are gonna get really complicated for me in a little bit. So you know, man, it's yeah, I'll see what I can do for you guys. You know, don't worry. Old Benny's got this. Yeah, don't you worry. Saul's got this. You know, and at least they're not going to be able to take you off anytime soon. That should help with that.
I'm going to do an intimidate check with Saul.
Uh-oh.
Good luck.
29.
He goes and he looks at you and he goes, listen, I appreciate the attempt. Really, really, really. And a normal person would be scared. But, you know, I represent murderers, gangsters of all sorts, day in and day out. You know how many times I've been threatened? You're doing the little stare me down, showing the little fang thing. Yeah, it's great. But listen, guns put to my head, knives put to my throat. Listen, you know, all those different things like that. I've gotten my life threatened 3 times this morning and a gun pulled on me. That's just a Tuesday for me.
I don't care about that. I want to know exactly what you have on Benny.
Have on Benny? My God. I have nothing on Benny. I'm just a lawyer.
Tybar, rip his arms off.
Tybar's not in the same area as you are right now. He's in the corner with Bubblegum.
Oh.
I can do it.
Goblina, it's time to preach to this sinner.
Saul, did you know that even your soul can be cleansed and sent to the great lights of the goddesses beyond?
I would love to hear about that. Hey, let's go down the hall away from this person over here and tell me all about it.
Okay. So it all started with the great Melosian migration and then the Saktar race. We were one people living in Trebe sex. Oh, the foolishness.
Okay, so you go on like that for a while.
When Saul came in and started kind of distracting everybody, Tybar would have taken Bubblegum off to the side, kind of farther away. And Bubblegum, I need you to do me a big favor. We both know what needs to happen in order to get this creature gone. I gave Ash a second chance at life. I'm going to give her another one. And I want you to be there. The only way to get this thing gone is for me to get in there and take care of it. Because out of all of us here, only you and me are strong enough to fight that thing toe to toe.
You know, listen, man, I like Ash. I like her a lot, and I like the idea of being around and seeing where that goes. You know, but I'm also not the type of guy who sends his buddy into the burning building, if you know what I mean. I mean,
you're not sending me into a burning building. You're saving somebody in that burning building for me.
Yeah, you know, and I just entered her life. You've been in it for a while. I mean, who's she going to get over quicker?
With you, she'll get over me.
Listen. I'm not liking this plan. You know, I mean,
no, but when it comes down to it, I don't want to see my friends and especially Ash get eaten by this thing.
So what do you want me to do? Do you want me to grab her and haul her away? Do you want me to hold everybody back? What are you asking me to do?
You see how she is with you, man?
Yeah, and how she's going to look at me when I'm holding her and then you sacrifice yourself. Who's she going to blame? She's going to blame me.
No. She won't. I know, Ash. She won't blame you.
I'll blame me.
With you, she has a life and has a future. With me, it's just going to be one bounty hunter after another. With you, she can have a steady life. She can have somebody to take care of her and give her something that I can't.
Listen, I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. I'm thinking about it.
All you got to do, Bubblegum, is keep her distracted long enough so her dad can give me that backpack thing and make it so she isn't anywhere around when I go after that thing. Because you and I both know how it looked at me.
Yeah, I saw it.
We both know what's going to happen. I can hold it off for a while, but it will kill me. At least this way I have a fighting chance against it.
All right.
Keep her distracted long enough so the doctor can get this on me.
And he doesn't make eye contact with you anymore when he says, all right. He looks away.
Bubblegum,
Yeah.
take care of her.
Yeah. I will. I will.
And then Tybar's going to go over to the dad and start talking with him about getting that implanted in him.
Yeah. And so the dad's like, Tybar, I suggested that sort of like kamikaze thing, but I mean,
Mr. Seraphin wants me.
listen, I didn't think you guys were gonna. Listen, I've made things that has done horrible things. I didn't mean to, and it's like sometimes I'm so busy asking myself if I can do it. I don't ask myself if I should, and yeah, I can do it, Tybar. My God, it's a couple presses of the button at this point, and this thing is ready to go. It's a one-way trip.
And Tybar's going to look him dead in the eyes and, you remember why you hired me so long ago? Was to protect you and your family. This is the only way to protect you and your family. I need to fulfill my contract. I failed it once. Barely scraped by to get your daughter back to life. And even then, she's still in danger. At least this way I can take care of an even greater threat. You need to do this, and do not tell Ash what's happening. Tell her you installed it somewhere else.
It's not that much of a problem. I made a backup, kind of a version 2.0, so I can install it in the Invictus again.
Quickly, let's get this done.
And he hands you the backpack.
And this time around, do better by your daughter.
And he nods.
And after that, Tybar's going to kind of secretly change out his backpack that he's been wearing with the other one. And then he's going to grab out a piece of paper and start writing. Everybody about to find out.
And so he gives you a glove, right?
Mm-hmm.
And 3-second press arms. Then it is just a matter of seconds. You have to be holding on to him. If he manages to break free, then you will go and he'll stay here. You can't let go until that thing charges up.
Oh, I won't.
Before we take the intermission, I just want to say that scene between you guys was beautiful.
I was crying.
That was
I was thinking in my head, I'm like, that is some serious
that was
cinema.
so
That-
freaking good.
If that doesn't get more viewers, I don't know what is going to.
You're a bad person, Colton John. I don't like this.
He didn't tell you he was going to do this?
No.
Good Lord, didn't anybody here subscribe? Thank you.